good to be talking with you this morning, Sarah, and it's been a hugely busy few weeks. Ministry conference was last week, and well, I'm glad to see you've cleaned the blood off your face since we were there.
Indeed, we had about 135 people come to ministry conference at the cathedral, and the idea was that we had Claire Szabo from Habitat for Humanity who came to talk to us about the theories of adaptive leadership. And at least in my mind, there's a connection between that and what has been happening in Auckland over the last couple of years at the Pop-Up Globe. So we took a little field trip to see Macbeth, the Scottish play, should I say, which resulted in a number of people being quite blood splattered and a pretty good evening out, actually. The next morning we had the opportunity to reflect on the connections between the principles of adaptive leadership and what Pop-Up has done, as well as thinking about what gifts we bring to ministry and what we might seek to work on.
And some really interesting connections between theatre and church, actually, and particularly when we thought about issues around what people see front of stage and what goes on backstage,
Yes.
and the importance in our context of ensuring those things are well connected. And well, the word that came up a lot was a sense of authenticity about who we are and what we do. So ministry conferences behind you, diocesan training programs going on, post-ordination training, but more particularly at the moment in a public way, the Lent calendar. And then a new thing approaching, recognition.
Yes.
Let us know about recognition.
Recognition has been on the boil for several years now. It's an idea that I had because I think that we often focus on the crucifixion and don't focus on the resurrection. And I personally and many others will have been to the Stations of the Cross in Hamilton Gardens, which was a phenomenon for many years, just amazing experience. And I wanted to create something similar in our cathedral site, which picked up and focused on the narratives of the resurrection. So I've been in conversation with Mark Pearson for a couple of years now as we've thought about how we might present the resurrection narratives in the context of crucifixion, move to ascension, and then invite people to consider some questions for themselves about their own ministry. So that's happening. We do our setup on the day after Easter, and it will run for 7 nights from Tuesday through to the following Sunday, the first Sunday following Easter, from 6 till 9, open to the public, an interactive multimedia sensory extravaganza called Recognition. So looking forward to that. And
just reinforcing, that's in the Bishop Selwyn Chapel in the cathedral. So open to everyone. We hope that you can take advantage of that. Wonderful close to our focus on the Lenten journey, but reminding ourselves that it indeed does lead to Easter joy.